Hey, and welcome back for some more Blindfold Chess. As the series name suggests, I'm blindfolded, as in I can't see the pieces. I have to keep track of the game in my mind. I'm playing with focus mode, so I can't see a history of the move notation. I also don't have indicators to show what squares pieces can go to, and my opponents are not blindfolded. It's all done in an effort to improve my visualization and hopefully overall my chess in general. So this episode was actually a nice short and sweet one. I tried to play e4 for the first time in a while. I'm messing around with it. I'm not an e4 player. And tried to play an Italian, and yeah, she was a decent one. I made extra steps today. I'm trying not to use the mouse. I find them as much like moving it around the board. I find you can kind of get a sense where the pieces are. I found that I was starting to search for pieces by moving the mouse around and looking for the little hand symbol. So I tried to not highlight squares and tried not to move the mouse unless I wanted to move a piece. So I think it was pretty decent. My opponent was higher rated, and it was a nice short and sweet one. Let me know what you think, and let's jump in. And we have a game. We are the white pieces. Let's change it up and try to play e4, even though I'm not an e4 player. So this game, I'm going to try not to move my mouse around. I'm just going to try to, only when I'm ready to move. So e4, e5. Knight f3. Because I find that moving the mouse around helps me identify where the pieces are, because a little hand comes up when it's hovering over a piece. So I want to try to step away from that more and more. Okay, knight f3, knight c6. We're going to play an Italian. If bishop c5, I castle. Okay, so he closed his bishop in immediately. And he's opening up his light square bishop. So I think you just castle here. Like I say, I'm not much of an e4 player, never have been, but I'm trying to slowly play with it. And the goal is to develop a proper high-level repertoire eventually. Knight f6. Okay, so e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6. So my pawn is under attack. I'm going to move the rook. Bishop there. Bishop e7. I guess it's solid enough. I'm waiting for him to castle before I play h3. Now, since there's nothing to expand on the queen side, I wonder if I should play an immediate d4 right now. No, I think I'm going to play c3. Castles. h3. An immediate d5. Maybe I should have played d4 right away. takes. Okay, so I have a pawn on d5. My bishop on c4 is under attack. Could I not just nab this pawn right now and defend my bishop at the same time? And that's fine, but couldn't he have captured? I don't know. I don't want to move my mouse around on the board. Could have swore he played d6. Oh no, he played d5. Okay, so knight captures on d5. So it's not a pawn. I don't have to worry about it. And I mean, where's this knight going? I got a nice pawn chain on b2, c3, and now I could push d4. I think I'm going to push d4. My knight's here. Yeah, let's push d4. And now I got to get my final pieces into the game. So he wants my bishop. He's just helping me develop, is he not? I think we have to take this. Queen takes. Oh, but isn't this a double attack? I'd be attacking the queen and attacking the knight. I just have to make sure there isn't a knight on... yeah, I don't want to move my mouse around. It helps too much. Okay, so he played knight c6 to knight a5, took my bishop. So yeah, I feel like not only is my rook protected by my knight, but it's protected by the d4 pawn. Isn't that a double attack? Unless I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure that's a double attack. Okay, so there's two ways I can go about this. I take his queen. He takes my queen. But I can't take back his knight because my rook on A1 is blocked by my knight on B1. So, as much as I want to nab the queen, he nabs my queen. And now my B2 pawn is under attack. So, I best just take the knight. Now, I could take the knight with the pawn. But then that kind of traps my rook in. So I think we just take it with the rook. And we have a pawn on F2 still, for sure. So yeah, I think I'll just take. Now, bishop out. Now we're ahead of material, so should... Yeah, he resigned. Okay. I think for not moving the mouse around and highlighting squares and just going by notation without any move history visible, I think that was a success. So that was an 1850 rated player too. So let's take off focus mode and we will take off blindfold mode as well. So we had an Italian game. I'm not sure why my opponent didn't capture back. That's what I expected. But then I was going to win this pawn. That was the whole plan. So he went for my bishop. And I was able to give up the bishop. Take the center. This trade was awkward and then a double attack. You know, what's interesting is I could have also took back with the knight, and I didn't consider that. But I still don't like the idea of my rook getting trapped. So I think taking with the rook was best. And then here, yeah, I had a multitude of options, but I actually think I was going to move this knight because I don't like the idea of it coming under attack. And I want to trade pieces. And the knight belongs on F3. So I think if I would have went here and then possibly there, I need to get this knight in the game. I'm just completely crushing. So let's take a look at the review. %88 accuracy. My opponent, yeah, didn't play so hot. Mistake. You overlooked an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. Okay, let's take a look without... To eventually win a pawn. I wonder if it's knight f5 ideas? I don't see how that wins a pawn because we're hanging a pawn. Yeah, let's see. Knight f... I think it could... Or sorry, knight g5. Yeah, okay. So, best move, I'm thinking... Wouldn't he do this? Takes... Oh, no, you're giving up a knight. So you got to move the knight first. You don't want to move it there because you're going to walk into these discovered attacks. So let's say you go here. Oh, I guess that's not the move, hey? Wow. And I guess you're up a pawn. That's pretty wild. That's a wild line. Okay. So that was my first mistake. And h3. Pawns. Moving this one creates unnecessary risks, I guess, eh? I'm creating a hook. I thought after the king castles, h3 is a nice move. See, it shows how much I know about the Italian. But, I mean, I just stomped an 1850 player, no disrespect to my opponent. You know, he's probably trying new things, same as me, who knows? But I played a pretty serious player blindfolded, and it was a short one today, but I think it was decent. So I'm going to get out of here now. Till next time, cheers.